Hello anyone, Mr. Skyson here, and welcome back to more Defender's Quest, Valley of the Forgetful. Last time we beat a boss, and it went very quickly. Seriously, that's why you don't send dictators in to do actual combat. They're terrible at it. They can give an order, but they can't throw a punch. Today, we make a daring escape from the monastery, or that's what I'd like to say, the we part. I actually already played through this part for Wednesday, and, I played for an entire episode, only to find out it didn't record. Yay. Not sure what happened there, but I was not a happy Skyson afterwards, so yeah, that's why there wasn't an episode for Wednesday. Of course, the super fun part of all this was deleting the file and replaying up to the point where we left off and doing all that lovely, lovely grinding. That's right, I covered nearly 8 hours of this again just to keep the series together. I'm dedicated, darn it. No skipping around just because of accidents, we're in this together. But anywho, we got things to do. Let's go, and yeah, you'll see I'm at level 18, 7 hours, 40 minutes, so I am actually just a little bit under where I left off, I think. Pretty sure. So yeah, I actually made slightly better time. I would actually be a little bit less than this, probably close to, like, right at 7 hours or under, but, I did a little bit of idling on accident, but whatever, it happens. Onward! But yeah, level 18 now, so not up by much, but up enough that I am confident in my ability to unalive things, which, for right now, I have a slight change of plans, starting with last episode. I am actually going to, once I do sufficient grinding to manage the extreme levels, I am actually going to go through the extreme levels with item rewards. That way I can have the nice little bonus items, the equipment and whatnot. And I will do those in the episodes as I am able to do so. So yeah, that's what we're going to start off this episode with. A little bit of killing things for items. Which shouldn't take too long at all. Oh yay. And let the carnage start. Ooh, yeah, thing to share. Slow this down. This guy this guy here. No, this guy. There we go. You can click on the enemies, which I had forgotten about entirely, but yeah, you can click on the enemies and it will give their description, their stats, and when they have status effects, like the little faces, each one does a different thing, as I'd explained before. Current status, OMG, which increases their speed, and I didn't catch the rest. I think it increases their speed, but they take more damage or something to that effect. But yeah, that's a thing. Each face does a different thing. Keep an eye on this. Pretty sure I'm safe, but you don't want to get too cocky with this stuff. Yeah, each thing does a different thing. Sometimes they will get defense boosts, like, I think with the, I forget what it is, but the one that makes them just stand there, I think that one actually increases their defense. As with one of the sadness-related ones, it slows them down, but it makes them more defensive. Things like that. Overall, it's never anything too noticeable. So the ones that slow them down are actually still good. Even if it raises their defense, it just makes them sitting ducks. So yeah, it's a good thing. And yay! We did, that's a good experience there. I could use that for grinding. Of course, I could also use a later level for grinding. And hey, tiger skin vest. Yeah, that looks like something from the Flintstones. Quaid fire motifs on the tooled leather belt are the only hint at the origins of this exotic garment. They read, yabba dabba doo. Actually, it's fire motifs, not words, but whatever. Let's see, who equips? This is light gear, but you need a thing. See. Give you this tiger skin vest. Actually, no. Wait. Yes, actually, yes. You get the tiger skin vest because you sit on the front line. You're on the, like, right next to the lanes where the enemies are going, so you actually run the risk of damage. Whereas my ranger can just sit off wherever and shoot things from afar. She's less in need of protection. So yeah, whenever equipping things, it's always good to think that out. Plus, he's a mage and was going to naturally have lower defenses and need the defense. Yeah, let's go do this one. Now I can get Ozamol's coat, which looks it doesn't look very clean. It looks moldy. And let's see. Shell worm. Yeah, you got to deal with these this time. Both enemies are going to be armored enemies. But again, fairly certain that I can handle them. Go ahead. Take my positions. Let's take the positions here. During grinding, I was actually putting slag over here and just wiping out all of the normal enemies that came through. It's pretty good experience. You just have to keep from killing the boss. Because, again, once you beat the boss, that's the end of the level, and you don't really get as much experience that way. Fortunately, today, we don't really care about that. We just want to make progress, so kill everything. Alright, that should be good. Yeah, look at that death. It's a lot of death. That's a lot of enemies, making it past slag. Whoa! Slow your roll there, snails. And yeah, the slugs get upgraded to snails. Interesting, that. Let's go ahead and zappity zap you. Speed things up, speed things up. Yeah, that's how the bosses roll. They are very slow moving. But that's cool. It's because they're bosses and all that. Let's just zap the crap out of you, speed this along. Because again, not the point of the episode, just a thing we're doing. Oh, well, cool. The level didn't end with the boss. I could use that for grinding later. Neat. Yeah, that's definitely a very good experience. Yeah, smells faintly of cheese. See, I told you it was moldy. Ew. Who would want to smell like cheese? What kind of cheese does it smell like exactly? Let's see, Ozimol's coat, I think should go to you. Yeah, you don't seem like you would mind smelling of cheese all that much. And then you can wear this tiger skin vest. Yay for upgrades! Now they both have good defense. Poor Slag gets nothing, but whatever, he's ripped. He can handle it. Alrighty then. Those other two things I can do whenever. They're just for points and all, so yeah, onward to a battle and probably story? I can't remember. Let's see, normal, advanced, extreme, not doing extreme. Could probably handle extreme, but not really up for doing that right now. Let's just go normal, because we're in it for the story. Yeah, story indeed. I must express my gratitude for all that your monks have done for us. I did not expect anyone to help the plague victims here. Restoring order to chaos has always been the calling of the Seleni. We are traveling to a hospital we have nearby. You think that we'll be safe there? No, but one of the patients could make a very powerful ally. And yeah, I was actually, since I went through all of this already, I was reminded by that who the next person is, and I had said 1 or 2 episodes ago that it was going to be a knight, but no, it's going to be somebody else. We get somebody that you'll see soon. But we do get a knight later, so, spoilers. Sorry. Also, yeah, I renamed him, well, just slightly. I had added an L because Yendel, I don't know, it just sounds better to me than Yendo. You are not the only one to return from the brink of death with strange new abilities. Some people explode spontaneously. Elder, is that smoke in the distance? That expression. The hospital! Something's wrong. We must hurry! To the Yendomobile! But first, we have to fight things. The hospital lies just across that river. I can feel them. They know I'm here. Relax, Azra. We can hide on the far side of the river. And by hide, I mean murder. And by far side of the river, I mean everything that moves. I like his, I like this guy. He's alright. Alright, so, for today, the planning here, because you'll notice we get the water fiends here. These guys can just say screw you and just cross straight over the water. They don't care about the pathway, so you have to worry about that, because if you put everybody right here, then you got nobody to defend you. So, really smart thing to do is to put Slag here, because then he gets the coverage at the corner, and put Spoon. Where do I put you? I think right here is a good spot, because it gives coverage of a little bit of over here, and a good bit right here. and then whatever else. So yeah, fair spot. And for you, I am honestly not sure where to put you. I wasn't really sure where to put him the last time I played through here either. He's sort of a superfluous character this time around, but let's put him here. Sure, why not? Extra damage to things. You can never have too much killing of things, especially when the things are enemies. So onward! I said onward. Onward faster, darn it. Yeah, that's more like it. And check out that killing. Of course, we are on normal. Wait, is it just me, or does it look like those things can swim? More like a doggy paddle. Your style sucks. Oh, bringing swim styles into it. You hear that? I just called you doggies. Have you ever noticed that every time you open your mouth, stupid comes out? It's my greatest weapon. At least he owns it. He knows he's a nut. And rocking their heads. They're like little bobbleheads gone wild. Yeah, because we're on normal mode, I probably overthought things. But hey, I'm teaching strategy for those that are less familiar with strategy. I don't know. A lot of it's just hearing my own voice, and I did not get much from this. Even if it is normal mode, this is further on the levels. Whatever, anyway. Story! Hey, it's a nice looking place. That is the last of them. Oh, here we go. Here's our new character. She does magic. She has a staff, too. You have very similar poses. What's up with that? Also, her art is, just like everybody else, her art is different from what it used to be, but I don't know, I'm not feeling the head area. Something about her just seems off now, and I'm not sure why. Well met, Reverend Elder. How is the hospital? This is the 4th attack in as many days. And the patients? Everyone still lives. The enemies were beaten back like dogs. Man, people have something against dogs. We keep comparing the zombies and all that to dogs. Dogs are cool creatures. Still as warlike as ever, I see. I would like you to... Oh, wait, that's him. I would like you to meet the person responsible for the victory today. Hello. I'm Azra. It's a pleasure to meet new allies in this fight. Rena! Except, not really. The last princess of Quaid, hungry to avenge her fallen kingdom. So a thing to know about her in advance. She is pretty much as crazy as Slag, except more aware of what she's saying, so she comes off as a little bit more of a psychopath, rather than just nuts. So yeah, just a thing to watch out for with her. She is an ice mage, so I'm going to name her appropriately. Snova. There's a point to it. It's sort of a half and half type thing. It's weird to see just 1 star. Let's go make just 1 star on this one. What do we got today? Are there any items on this one? I forget. Relic of the North. Yay, that's a thing that I will be trying to get at some point, because that's a new upgrade for the spoon. Let's kill some things. Oh, no. First, we're going to have story. I'm grateful for all this place has given me. You saved my life when I would have become one of the cold ones. But the walls of this hospital fence me in. I want to kill things. Though shrouded in ice, the fury of the cosmic flame still burns within me. I long to take the fight to the enemy. Yeah, she's a warrior princess type figure. That is why I came here, Snova. I need your help. Tomorrow I lead... Kaboom again! I think Larry is exploding a bunch today. Somebody needs to go tend to him. What was that? More of them at the gates. Defenders of the quest, we are under attack. Even in this life of service, I am still the daughter of fire. The enemy that comes against me will burn. Yeah. Gonna burn stuff. With ice! Ice mages can slow down attackers, which is very useful on short paths as fast enemies. So yeah, you got your statusy type, your slowdown tower here. Now my heart sings the battle song. We shall see the frost serve the fire, and our enemies drown in their own blood. Which is kind of weird since she's supposed to be freezing them, but whatever. Yeah, slowing that down is not going to help. I'm just going to stop them. Where do I put you? I want to put you over here because of, just because. Because it's pretty much the same path. It's a lot of nice symmetry in this. I like that. Yeah, let's put you here. And put you put you here. That way you've got coverage of both lanes. Put you here because it just makes sense. And then you go here. Yeah, that's a good spot. And go. There we go. There we go. There we go. A little bit more. Ow. Oh well. Whatever, I'll be getting more points to give to people. Right. In this one. Whoa, slow that roll just a little bit. In this one, you get the challenge of where do I put everybody? Because you've got them coming from 3 different directions. And you really only got 2 heavy hitters. Because she's a wizard, and a status wizard at that. So you have to worry about, oh, what if she doesn't do enough damage? But she's able to do a fair amount of damage, but not quite what Slag does. However, you can offset that by having the healer guy, because he gets an attack as well, like the white mage of the group. So yeah, you get a nice balance with the 2 of them there, and in the like extreme and all, you get the water crossers, and so then it becomes trouble in that area. So it's good to have more than just the one there. Ahem. I mean no offense, but she's Quaid, isn't she? No, she's Snova. Haha. The vast majority of people down here are. The pit was a prisoner of war camp long before the plague. Many of these people have been working the mines for years, only to have the plague victims dumped in with them. That's gotta suck. 'Cause just suddenly, hey, here's disease. That doesn't change the fact that they're a bunch of genocidal, fire-worshipping lunatics. The Quaid Empire stopped at nothing to... Yeah, she's probably, like, right over there, listening. So, this seems like one of those awkward moments. Hazra, the Quaid Empire is dead. The enemy who destroyed it now turns its attention to the rest of the world. Also, she's, like, right behind me listening to you. We cannot quibble about the nature of our allies. Yeah, and there she was. Oh, hey Snova. I didn't see you there. You were standing right behind him. I totally didn't notice you. We were just discussing, stuff and things. Totally not talking about how bad I think you are. That's good. You know what they say. Don't gossip about anyone who might slit your throat at night. Yeah, like I said before, she's, a bit nuts. I'm not terribly familiar with that saying. Who says that? People whose throats haven't been slit, presumably. She's crazy, but she has a point there. 'Cause the ones that have don't have that much to say. It's more like... And then you say, was that advice? I don't know. Can you speak up? I sure am glad we're friends. Me too. Friends are great. For instance, if you need to slit someone's throat in their sleep, you can say, hey friend, hold this person down. So, I have this really important question for you. Yeah? What's with this whole ice thing? I know you're generally more of a fire person, so why am I not shooting fireballs out of my eye sockets? Well, for one, that burns like crazy. Yeah, I guess. When I was dying, I saw, heck, frozen blackness stretching out into infinity. It was a wild trip. It was a place without warmth or light. I was very cold there. It was not comfortable. and a golden man whispering my name. I knew then that to listen would be very bad for me. I tried to flee, but could not move, because being dead and all, it was a little hard to move. Each moment the whispers grew louder until they drowned out my screams. It was like being at a rock concert and you were standing right next to the speakers. Sounds nice at first, but then it gets really loud. Then suddenly it all vanished. I was here in the hospital, being cared for by the monks. But though I had escaped heck, I found that I had brought a piece of it with me. This ice in my heart. I have never felt the same. It's like freezer burn. Each day I hope the flame will make me whole again, and each day the curse continues. I am not the only one who has had this experience. Many survive the plague and return changed, like Larry, who keeps exploding on a daily basis. Or Erwin down the road, he came back with pink hair. We don't know what happened with that guy. We try not to talk about it. He glows in the dark. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Until such a time as the flame pities us, we use these curses against those who oppose righteousness. And slit people's throats in their sleep. It just goes to show, if you put your mind to it, you can use anything to kill your enemies, or slit their throats in their sleep. And so yeah, that's our new character for the day. Bit crazy, but she has her uses, because she is able to, once you upgrade her enough, she is able to slow down enemies. I believe part of her, should be in here. Yeah, where are you? Snova! Weird that she comes in, at this point, rather than up here. That's off in the order of things, because you get here and you think she would come here, but no. That's weird. But anyway, what do we get? Add freeze to ice ball. Ice shard. That's an attack, that's an attack. Huh. I think it's just stuff within range then. Weird. But, wait, no, there it is. Foe is slowed by such an amount for... Oh, it's just for a period of time. But yeah, she is able to slow down enemies with her ice attacks. And so, if you compare her with somebody able to deal out a lot of damage in a little bit of time, then yeah, there's a good pairing there. Let's go see what's here. I think this is just a town. The hospital, a Selene house of mercy, a place of refuge and healing for the wounded and sick. Oh, more story. Cool. If we cannot seek asylum here, Reverend Elder, what is it you plan to do? We're gonna throw a dance party and, live it up while we can. Ezra, I have been guilty of a great many things in my life. I do not wish to add deceiving you to that list. If I am to continue guiding you, there are things you must know about me and our opponent. Zelamir? Who, again, we haven't properly been introduced to. His name was never brought up. There's his name. I'm curious what's going on with that. Unless I missed something. If I missed something, someone please let me know. Yes, the once great leader of our people, now driven mad with arcane power. Wait, you mean he's the Zelamir? As in Crown Prince Zelamir of Ashantimon? I think I'm pronouncing that correctly? I don't remember that word from playing before. Weird. But he died a hero in the war. So everyone believes. But the truth is a more bitter history. Before your time, when the Quaid War reached its height, you cannot imagine the destruction. People pushed over stacks of hay. Principalities burned, entire territories slaughtered. We were on the verge of annihilation. Zelamir and I were generals in the Ash Army then. We were like brothers. Our men fought like tigers, but we knew we were doomed. Each day we saw Ash brought one step closer to destruction. Then, amidst the ruins of an enemy city, Prince Zelamir made a discovery. He could bend his arm backwards, and it looked really weird. It grossed out lots of soldiers. The location of an ancient power, lost in ages long past. With the enemy at our gates, he formed a plan. A dark plan, born of desperation. And I, in my foolishness, helped him. Ezra, I have dedicated what remains of my life to undoing Zelamir's destruction as best I can. For whatever reason, he has chosen you as the focus of his madness. If we can discover why, we may be able to use it against him. You have seen what he is capable of, Ezra. Will you help me in this? As best I can. Oh, so we just came here for a little exposition on his part. Cool. Soldier sword, but he has better. Cool. And antler bow. Neat, but she has better. And stabs, which I don't have better for her, so let's get her an oaken staff. Because right now she is using the shepherd's crook, which is a bit weird because it's rather weak. You'd think she would be using something a bit stronger by default, especially considering that she has a rather nice staff in her little character picture. It's a bit weird. I brought that up before. Ooh, fur. Nobody needs it. Heavy armor. Oh, right. I forgot about that. No, that's not what I want. Oh wait, recruit? What do I get here? Ooh. So just right from the get-go, you have Ice Mage access. Which is weird, because you'd think she would be a bit more unique to that, but okay then. Oh, wait, here we go with more story. Prepare yourselves. We have a long march ahead of us. Where are we heading to? The same city where Zelamir discovered the history of his dark powers. I hope that these same records may hold the key to understanding why he seeks you, and how he can turn it against him, and how we can turn it against him. This city is here, in the pit? Yes, a relic of times before the war. What about Zelamir? If he knows the place... Yes, there is a risk that he may anticipate our movements. But we cannot stay here. If we move fast and lightly enough, we may shut ourselves into the city before he can rebuild his forces. Yay, more story. For reasons. Alright then, as I was saying, Snova can equip. She uses heavy armor, Jack of Chains, a light gambeson with several crudely forged metal links attached to the outside and of the arms for added protection. So it's like a chainmail sort of with padding. So standard heavy type armor, but we're giving her what is essentially a chainmail. A very nice looking chainmail. And yay, so just took her from 3 defense to 18. So yeah, because I did that thing way early in the game, she now has defense. Look at those levels. And this is still just like, this is like a quarter of the game, maybe a fifth. So there's a lot left to go in this. And what do we got? Ooh. Oh yeah, wait, we go here? I thought we came in from the bottom. Maybe we come out of the bottom? Yeah, probably. Ooh. Yay, I remember a lot of this. It gets messy very soon. And I think we get 1 or 2 more spells coming? I don't know. Yeah, what do we got? Oof. Yeah, this is where some of the maps start to get a bit more complicated. As you can see here, it looks kind of labyrinthian, so that's cool. Plenty of enemies. Ooh, what is this? Hey, look at that, a new Art Shepherd staff. Neat. I might do that mode next time. I'm able to fight that many. And yeah, nothing overly impressive overall, just high level and ooh. Not going to do extreme. Holy crap, that's level 30. But yeah, I should be able to handle advanced next time. Just go straight for that. Yay, progress has been made, and a slight extension to the episode today, what with having to cover those and just making up for last time, or making up for missing Wednesday rather, because things. But yeah, progress. We got a new character. We got well, that's pretty much it. We covered a couple of levels and got a new character. But hey, it's progress and things are good now, and we got the exposition out of the way, so next time we can just jump straight into battle. But anywho, this has been Defender's Quest, Valley of the Forgotten. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you did, then give the like button a tap. And if you want to see more like this or more from me, then give the subscribe button a big thumbs up. I'll see you all next time, and remember to stay groovy.